Hey everyone, this is Robert. I'm going to make a quick video about some meal prep here. Shaker cup harder than me, bro. Yeah, I got a lot of shaker cups. But anyway, making some cod today. You see what's about to go down. I got these frozen cod fillets, um, 2.5 pound containers. My serving sizes are 8 ounces, so I will have 5 servings of cod on this pan and 5 servings of cod on that pan. Also today I'm going to be cooking some ground turkey. I have 5 pounds, 2.5 pounds per container. I get this at Sam's. So once this cod goes into the oven, I'm going to put each container of ground turkey into a pot. So I'll have 2 pots going on the stove top, browning that ground turkey while the cod is just baking into the oven. I want to set the oven to 400 degrees at 22 or 25 minutes, whatever the package says. And then I'm going to have 10, 20 meals made in less than an hour. So let's get started. Alright, I got the oven preheating to 400 degrees. Already loaded one of the pans up. You can see the cod fillets are individually packaged, so I just got to cut them open and put them on the pan. I like to put tinfoil down and just spray a little bit of Pam to keep them from sticking. So I'll go ahead and cut those, put them on the pan, and then go ahead and start working on the turkey. Alright, so the oven's still preheating, but as you can see, I've already started the ground turkey. Um, you know, you could add a lot of spices or taco seasoning or flavoring or however you like to cook ground turkey now. I personally just cook it plain, and I'll drain the grease out of each container and I'll weigh it out after the fact. But as far as like sauces and stuff, I literally just put ground turkey into a Tupperware dish, and then I'll just grab me some old paste pecani salsa and just a couple tablespoons on there and just eat it that way with some rice. And we always have rice on deck in this house. We eat a lot of rice. Speaking of rice, I'm not cooking rice right now, but you certainly can. If your meal plan calls for rice in any of your meals, the first thing you should do is come out here and get your rice cooker and start the rice. 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Always 2 times the amount of water as rice. So that's the first thing you do when you come in here. Then start on your fish or your sweet potatoes or your chicken or your salmon and your ground turkey. The idea is you want to be efficient. Get as much going as possible. Use up everything. If you're making fresh veggies, you could be steaming them in the back 2 burners, for example. Again, ain't nobody got time for that. We're just trying to be efficient, cook as much as possible in the shortest amount of time, just to make this easier, more manageable. But after an hour, I'm gonna have 20 plus meals made, and I'm probably gonna be done with 2 of my meals for like 2 weeks. I'm eating 8-ounce serving sizes. So, all right. So I thought I'd make a comment about the shaker cups. Sometimes many times I prep my pre-workout or BCA cardio mixes, and I make my own weight gainer shake too for one of my meals. So I'll just to help me order supplements and keep track of what I got, I'll actually just preload these for the week. I actually got them color coded. Some of it's in the dishwasher. I know it's kind of weird, but having all this done ahead of time helps me keep track of my supplements and my orders, and 2, it makes the morning really easy. I just grab and go. I come home, I grab the pre-workout mix that's already made without wasting any time, mixing anything. I won't be falling up short. Plus, if I pre-mix it now, I know like if I don't have enough to make it by the end of the week, to go ahead and order some, whatever, whey protein or carbohydrate powder or pre-workout or what BCAAs or whatever, there's in the supplement schedule. So, oh yeah, another quick tip: if you're browning ground turkey, if you put the lid on top, it just cooks faster, traps the heat, saves you time. So, actually, this oven is still preheating. This ground turkey is getting pretty close. What is that with my oven? Anyway. Alright, the oven finally warmed up, and that's probably for me to go ahead and put the fish in the oven before it got preheated. But anyway, as far as veggies go, I mean, you could steam your own, but we buy frozen veggies, broccoli, frozen broccoli, and you get these little mixed bags too. At Sam's, you get these 4 16-ounce containers per big bag. And so for me, one of these bags, there's 4 of these bags in here. One of these bags will fill 5 containers of broccoli for about a cup serving size. So, you know, I'll use a bag of broccoli for this pot and a bag of broccoli for that pot, and probably 2 additional bags for my fish when it comes out. So that'll make 10 servings, and then, you know, whatever carb I add to my meals. So quick tip on veggies, I'll just line up all the meats in the containers and just slice one of those open and just deck shuffle them down the line, and I'll be done. And I'll cap it and throw it in my freezer. Really helps to have a freezer, and really helps to have a lot of Tupperware. We do have a lot. Good investment. It saves you a lot of time. It will keep your food. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this stuff. I'm going to be using it very soon. But I like these flat containers. They just stack really nicely in my freezer. Kind of low profile on the company fridge too, if you bring food to a workplace. So go ahead and get these out here. But you're going to want a lot of Tupperware. You know, if it's your first time meal prepping, you know, it's very easy to fall up short on Tupperware. And, you know, feel free to use like old Cool Whip containers. That was awesome. Try it again. Cool Whip containers or lunch meat containers, anything with plastic lids. Yogurt containers work fine as well. Okay, so I emptied one of the pots of ground turkey and put it into a meat strainer. And here's where I'm about to lose a lot of you. I actually ran hot water over this to push some of the fat and the grease out. So it's drained a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is, I know I started with 2.5 pounds in a container. This is going to make 5 8-ounce servings. That's my portion size. I have 5 containers. In fact, none of them are the same. They probably all weigh something different. But I don't care. I'm just going to eyeball equal servings into all 5 containers. And the ideal case is, you know, they're all the same container. And if you eyeball 5 servings into 5 containers, and all 5 containers weigh the same, and they're the same container, you know you nailed it. But in this case, I don't care. You know, these are close enough. They're all different. It just happens to what I have available. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, I got all the ground turkey put away. All the cod is finished. In each pan, I started with 2.5 pounds pre-cooked weight. Right now, the fish weighs something less than 2.5 pounds because, you know, some of the oil and fat is dripped everywhere. So all I know is each pan is going to go in 5 containers because my serving size is 8 ounces. If you have a smaller serving size, do the math, or I can help you with that if we're working together, and we'll figure out the number of containers it goes into. So I'm going to eyeball what I think is equal servings into 5 containers for one pan. Then I'm just going to make sure that all 5 containers weigh the same. When that happens, I'm done. And then I'll add my veggies that I'll put the caps on. I'll throw it in the freezer. I'll do the same thing over here. All right. All right, so I got 5 containers, kind of weighed it out, but the cooked weight of this fish is about 7 ounces when it's portioned out. Start with 2.5 pounds, and all these are going to weigh about 7.27 ounces. So that's it. I mean, I just put stuff in ovens and push buttons and weigh stuff and put stuff in containers and put lids on them and put it in the freezer. I don't know if I'd call this cooking, but I just cooked the fish as is. You could just have easily have put some lemon pepper or some kind of seasoning on this fish, or you can season it after you reheat it. I will literally just add the frozen veggies into these containers with the cooked fish and put it right back in the freezer, so the veggies will never actually defrost. And the act of heating the food will steam the veggies. So very quick kind of prep here. Been here less than an hour. Got one more pan to do, then I'm done for about a week and a half, 2 weeks easy. So not hard stuff. Again, the rice cooker could be going the whole time you have things in food in the oven and the stove top going. So make this efficient. Pick a day to actually cook the food. Maybe pick a different day to buy the food or make sure the food is in your house. That means sometime during the week you need to be eyeballing where you're at on your containers and your food situation. You don't always have to cook all of your meals at one time. One time you may make 10 to 15 of one meal and 8 of another. So it's usually not so bad once you get into a routine.